दिखाकर अमेरिका को अब उनके नागरिकों को बेइज्जत और अपमानित करने के बारे में उनको सही मार्ग दिखा सकता है, तो आप क्यों नहीं? तब जब 1993 में जब हमारे एक डिप्लोमेट के साथ, सर एक लाइन सर, वन लाइन सर,
you made your point,
sir, one line,
sorry,
with due regards, sir, just one line.
1 second, I made a departure,
yes,
believing in everybody's commitment.
Sir, I defer to everything. Sir,
no,
just
nothing,
one line.
No. No. Shri Tiruchishwa, I will not. Please, take your seat. You have never done. For a change, obey the chair. Please, for a change. It will be the first of the kind from Shri Tiruchishwa. Please. Tiruchiji, nothing is going on record. Shri Tiruchi Sharma. Shri Tiruchi Shiva.
Thank you, Chairman, sir.
What is this? You are a senior man and still doing it. Can there be a more abuse of a privilege extended?
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Sir, thank you.
Shri Tiruchi Shiva.
Sir, it is not.
Sir, it is intervention.
At anyone.
The honorable member has misunderstood. It is intervention. Please go ahead.
Sir, honorable member has asked clarification.
I said I allowed interventions. He can ask. Please go ahead.
Chairman, sir, I said it is not pointing fingers at anyone. Just we need some clarifications. We accept that what the External Affairs Minister told, that it is an ongoing process. The deportation of illegal migrants have been happening. But what we have heard now is that the way they have been sent is not in a proper manner. I would like to know whether Indian embassy has been contacted by the US government and have given information that this number of people are going to be deported. And in that case, what was the reaction? And what we hear through media is that these people were handcuffed, they were ill-treated, stranded for more than 14 hours, and it is totally inhuman that nobody will admit, whether the government or us or any human. So they are all Indians. First of all, the deportation should happen in a proper manner. Why it should be an Air Force flight where there will be less comforts, we know very well. And what steps our government has taken, if at all it has been informed, to deport them. How many women were there? How many children were there? And after they have reached India, whether the government has reached out to them to know their experience and have tried to address what has happened. And if anything to be contacted to be with the US government, what are the plans you have? Thank you very much.
Shri Saket Gokhale.
Thank you very much, sir. So I very carefully listened to the Honorable Minister's statement. What baffles me is that the Minister seemed more focused on defending the US deportation policies than the interest of our own citizens. So one thing that stood out in the Honorable Minister's statement is that from the year 2016, the number of deportations of Indians have doubled. 2016, we know which government was in power, that government continues to still be in power. According to a survey by Pew Research Center, sir, 2011, there were 4,25,000 undocumented Indian migrants in the US. In 2021, that number's gone up by 70% to 7,25,000. Sir, the US is just one part of it. Prime Minister Modi personally requested the Russian President, Mr. Putin, but there are still Indians who are being forced to serve in the Russian army. They're dying on the borders of Ukraine. They've still not been repatriated to India despite PM Modi's request. I have some very, very pointed questions, so I'm going to keep it short. So as the first we talk and we hear in this house almost every minister, every member when they speak from the treasury benches, we are the world's 5th largest economy. We are soon going to be 3rd largest. We are a Vishwaguru.
Ask this.
Sir, as a Vishwaguru, I'm asking through you, sir, as a Vishwaguru, are citizens being shackled in chains, their legs being shackled together, being handcuffed, when countries like Colombia, which don't even figure in the top 10, can send an aircraft and bring their citizens back with dignity? What stops our government from sending one aircraft? We don't have a shortage of it.
Thank you.
What stops? No, sir, I have just one. You said 3 minutes, sir. That's all I'm requesting. So why have we not been able to ensure a dignified and humane repatriation of our citizens is number one. And number two, sir, the Honorable Minister made a very important point about undocumented migrants facing a lot of risk. The migrants have gone to the US, have gone through the Darien Gap, through the northern border. Many of them are frozen and died on the northern border as well. So the question is, what process does the ministry have? Because clearly there's economic distress. They're running away from the country for search of better opportunities. What processes do we have? Be it Cambodia, Indians are trapped, made to work in call centers. In the US. So how is the ministry, beyond protector of immigrants, which doesn't do much, how is the ministry ensuring that so many Indian citizens don't have to risk their lives to run away from a failing economy and go to other countries illegally, sir? Thank you.
Honorable members, before I call Sanjay Singh, I would urge you that comprehensively issues have been raised by Randeep Singh Surjewala, Tiruchi ji, and Saket also. Avoid repetition. Shri Sanjay Singh.
धन्यवाद मान्यवर। भारत दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा लोकतंत्र है सर, और प्रधानमंत्री जी बार बार अमेरिका से अपनी दोस्ती और रिश्तों को लेके बखान करते हैं। मैं बड़ी विनम्रता पूर्वक आपके माध्यम से पूछना चाहता हूं विदेश मंत्री जी से कि हाथ में हथकड़ी, पैरों में बेड़ी डालकर
रणदीप कह चुके
सर अमानवीय तरीके से उनको भारत लाया गया। मैं अगला सवाल तो पूछ सर, सवाल तो सुन,
एक सेकंड। आई वुड अर्ज द मेंबर्स,
सर सवाल तो सुन लीजिए।
ऑलरेडी मेड दैट पॉइंट, आगे
का तो सुन लीजिए।
ओके, गो अहेड।
लाया गया और लाने के बाद भारत की धरती पर जब उतर गए तो आप भी उनको सम्मान देने के लिए तैयार नहीं। हरियाणा के कैदी वैन में हमारे नागरिकों को ले जाया गया, कैदी वैन में सर, अपनी धरती पे।
पूछिए,
छोड़ दीजिए क्या अमेरिका ने जो किया उसके साथ तो आप खड़े ही हैं, उसको तो आप बखान कर रहे हैं। हमारी धरती पे उनके साथ कैदी वैन में उनको लाया गया। छोटा सा, जो हमारे और भी लोगों ने पूछा, छोटे छोटे देश अपना जहाज भेज के अपने नागरिकों को अपने अपने देश में ला रहे हैं। क्या भारत के सरकार की आगे योजना है कि आप अपना जहाज भेजेंगे? आप ऑपरेशन गंगा का जिक्र करते हैं यूक्रेन में, आप कोई ऐसी योजना बना रहे हैं अपने नागरिकों को लाने के लिए? अंतिम सवाल सर 33 इसमें गुजरात के लोग थे, हरियाणा के लोग थे, पंजाब के लोग थे, यूपी के लोग थे। आपसे मैं पूछना चाहता हूं, आपकी धरती पर अमेरिका के सेना का जहाज आ गया और आपको पता तक नहीं चला, आपने जानने की कोशिश तक नहीं की, आपने जानने तक कोशिश नहीं की कि एक टॉयलेट में शर्म करो आप लोग, एक टॉयलेट में 104 लोग अमानवीय तरीके से लाए गए। एक टॉयलेट के इंतजाम में 104 लोग
देखिए
अमेरिका से हिंदुस्तान लाए गए।
सुरजेवाला had in a very focused manner asked, please don't, one second, Professor Manoj Kumar Jha, I expect from you,
I will not repeat.
You will add extra.
I assure you, sir.
Has taken note of what has already been said.
I assure you, sir, I'll not repeat any of the points mentioned by any of my colleagues.
Please go ahead.
My first query, explanation from Honorable Minister, sir. It involves us all. The images were worrisome, and that's why you have made a suo motu statement. Because the images were worrisome, I have a couple of issues to seek from you. How much advance notice that the government of India received for this US deportation?
Yes.
And how many much more are in the pipeline? Number one. Number two, did the Indian embassy or the consulate provide any kind of legal or consulate service sought by them?
Yes.
Or if not at all, what was? What the government is doing about the agents and agencies which openly on their website claim that they'll make you reach your favored destination.
Yes.
And sir, before I conclude, my query is, sir, there might be illegal infiltrators or whatever for US. For us, they are our genuine citizens. हमारे नागरिक हैं, और चूंकि हमारे नागरिक हैं, how does this deportation align with India's broader policy on protecting its citizens abroad? Will the Indian government raise this, particularly the inhuman aspect of it, which scares us all, intimidates us, at a multilateral platform or in a bilateral manner? Thank you very much, sir.
Dr. John Britas. John Britas.
Sir, being a member
only new points.
Sir, being the member of a standing committee, that is MEA, please give me 3 minutes.
Sir, don't ask time, make only new suggestions.
Sir, only new. If it is old, please take it off. Sir, is it not a fact that countries like Colombia, Mexico, Brazil...
Now, Dr. John Britas,
Question,
it is
sir.
fourth time you are reiterating. It has been said.
Sir, I am quoting... Sir, I am quoting...
Please,
I will only say...
appeal to you.
I will only say new things, sir.
Professor Manoj Kumar Jha came up with new points. Come with new points.
My question, only new things, sir. Is it not a fact that New York Times reported that military planes have rarely been used in the past by the US deportation? First question. Second question, Honorable Minister listed about the deportations. In the past, all these deportations the minister referred to, were they undertaken in passenger aircrafts or in military aircrafts? Third, as per the unstarred question on 28/7/2022 on Rajya Sabha, is it not a fact that the minister had said that any violation of immigration laws is brought to our notice, our missions, post abroad, and seek consular access? In this case, were our missions alerted? Were the details provided to our mission? And the fourth question, sir, International Human Rights Convention, India is a signatory to UN human rights treaties. Is it a fact that it emphasizes humane treatment in deportation cases? And the fifth question, sir, the lack of data. As a member of the External Affairs Standing Committee, we have been agitated over the lack of data with regard to the Indians abroad. And the sixth point, sir, illegal agents. Will the government do something to ensure that illegal agencies are busted? Thank you, sir.
Honorable Minister, if you would like to respond. Sir. Honorable members, please bear with me. No. All right, Honorable Minister. No. One second. Professor, no input from your side, and therefore I thought...
Sir,
no, that has been covered. Professor Sahab. Professor Sahab,
ये जानना चाहता हूँ।
I urge both the professors to win the same boat today.
मैं माननीय मंत्री जी से ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि ये जो डिपोर्टेशन हुआ है, इससे पहले क्या इस संबंध में आपकी वहाँ के अधिकारियों से बातचीत हुई थी? नंबर 2, जो लोग डिपोर्ट हुए हैं अभी या पहले भी, क्या उनकी वहाँ कोई संपत्ति है? और अगर संपत्ति है तो उसको लाने की क्या व्यवस्था की गई? क्योंकि मेरी जानकारी में है संपत्ति लोगों के पास, बहुत प्रॉपर्टी है, और नाउ दे आर बीइंग डिपोर्टेड। उनकी जो सूची में है उनमें आप पता कीजिए कि कितने लोगों के पास कितनी संपत्ति है और क्या उस संपत्ति को भारत में लाने की इजाजत दी जाएगी?
Dr. M. Thambidurai. Sir, 1 minute.
Only one point I am raising, sir. As all our members raised, I am also concerned how they treated...
Sir, 1 point, make the point.
Sending our Indian people. First point, sir, I want to raise. Whether, sir, Trump has come over the president of India now, our Indian origin, Lady Kamala Harris fought against her. She lost. I am fearing she is also Indian, also especially Tamil origin lady. I have so many Tamil people and Indian people are residing in America. Whether any revenge is going to take place in the way to treat our Indian people.
Thank you.
No, this is a serious matter.
You raised the point.
Because our candidate Harris has contested.
You have raised a good point. Okay.
Therefore, I want to know whether such kind of...
Shri Santosh Kumar, Shri Santosh Kumar.
I have two clarifications. Number one, Trump will be in power for the coming 4 years. So how many more deportation we are expecting in the coming years? Number one. Number two, there are many households in the US.
One second, please.
There are many households in the US where family members have different legal status. Some of them may be legal, some of them may be undocumented or migrants like that. So do we have any clear-cut data on this family? How many families are like this in US?
Thank you.
And what about the students of US?
Thank you. Shri Sanjay Raut, briefly, 1 minute.
सर हम ये हम समझ रहे हैं कि प्रेसिडेंट ट्रम्प हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी के मित्र हैं।
प्रश्न पूछिए।
लेकिन हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी अब यूएस जा रहे हैं, उनका टूर फिक्स हुआ है, और उससे पहले मोदी जी वहां पहुंचने से पहले जिस तरह से हमारे लोगों को यहां भेज दिया है, मेरे क्लैरिफिकेशन में मांगना चाहता हूं कि लगभग 18,000 लोग वापस वो भेज रहे हैं। क्या मोदी जी वहां जाकर प्रेसिडेंट ट्रम्प से ये 18,000 लोगों के बारे में कोई सकारात्मक बात करना चाहते हैं?
संजय जी, थैंक यू। डॉक्टर फौजिया खान,
सर
1 minute, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Just one query. Sir, is it true that the US President Donald Trump has signed an executive order to cancel student visas for non-citizens participating in protests related to the Israel-Palestine conflict? Is this true that the United States of America, who calls themselves the sole custodian of human rights and democracy, is doing this for protesting? What is India's stand on this?
Thank you. Honorable Minister. No. Honorable Minister. No.
Thank you, sir.
I have given one party. No, sorry. Please. No. Honorable Minister.
Sir, number of...
No. Honorable Minister.
Yes, sir.
Only Honorable Minister. Please go ahead.
A number of members raised issues which you pointed out were repetitive. So I will answer issue by issue.
Okay.
In some cases, it will reply to multiple members.
Okay.
So the first issue which was raised by Mr. Surjewala, he said, do you know that 104 people were brought back yesterday? Of course we know. We were the people who verified the nationality. We were the people who gave the aircraft clearance for the flight to know. So yes, I know 104 people came back in 2014. I also know that 5 to 7 times that number came back in 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So let us not make out as though this is something which is a new issue. This is an issue which was happening earlier. Second issue, sir. Many people ask me, where did we have consular access to these 104 or others who are in detention? In many cases, sir, consular access, embassy would like to have consular access to any Indian national. But that national has to request consular access. In many cases, they have not requested, so we were not aware. But in every case, we have obtained passport details, we have checked their verification, we have ensured that they are Indians, and we have had contacts to ensure that that is the case. Then, sir, there is the next issue. After their return, are we making an effort, which Honorable Member Tirchi Siva asked? Are we making an effort? Yes. In fact, that is why the authorities have been given instructions, and I would urge Honorable Member Sanjay Singh not to misrepresent that instruction. They have been given instruction to sit with every one of the returnees, find out how did they go to America, who was the agent, how did this illegal industry happen, how can we take precautions so that this does not continue. We have been very, I would say, sir, sympathetic and solicitous to the predicament of people going. So I do not want the House or the public to have a wrong understanding of how they were received. They have come through a very difficult experience. They were misled by agents. I will come to the action issue after this, sir. Then the question, sir, I think one member raised saying, the numbers went up after 2016. Sir, I was very bureaucratically correct. I took a single
Sir,
source.
what is meant by bureaucratically correct?
Which means I followed a bureaucratic database to ensure that I gave before the House a very, very similar comparable number from the same database.
So, sir, as a healthy practice, let everyone follow the bureaucratic practice.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Now, sir, what I do want to say, actually, if one looks at the Homeland Security data, sir, the Homeland Security, the American Homeland Security Department has a report about aliens removed by criminal status and country of nationality. For India, actually that number is 860.
I am shocked. I allowed indulgence. No, what is this? You are not listening to the Honorable Minister. No, I am so sorry. Please. Honorable Minister.
Yes, sir.
I'll be careful next time.
Sir,
I'll be careful next time. Take your seat.
Sir,
Honorable Minister.
Homeland Security Department data actually shows prior to 2014, the numbers, their numbers, American numbers were actually close to 1,000. The numbers I have given, sir, as can be seen in the statement, are from the Bureau of Immigration. In many cases, possibly because if they were not issued emergency certificates,